Havenu shalom alaikum. Hey, hi. How are you, everybody? We're doing good. I think. John, are you doing good? I just want to double check. I should probably move
Baruch
you.
Hashem, God is good, and John's doing
Is it?
well.
It's Wednesday afternoon. So is it Shabbat Shalom or is it Shalom Alaikum?
Because technically half the week is over, you could technically say Shabbat Shalom.
Ah, fuck. Yes. Oh no, actually I fucked it up. Never mind.
Wednesday night on like Wednesday right now on, you can say Shabbat Shalom. Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Up to
Fuck.
up to Saturday night when it ends. Yeah. You shouldn't be saying Shabbat Shalom on a Monday. Let's just put it that way. You look like an idiot.
Yeah, I got that. I got that. Well, you should probably tell Treehouse News because she just says Shabbat Shalom at everything. She's like Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. I'm like, all right, you're Jewish. That's
Well, the
good.
proper terminology she should be saying would be Shalom Aleichem, which
Yeah.
means I come in peace, and that's like that's a common greeting that Jews and Muslims would. Well, Muslims would say Shalom, Salam Aleichem, but we would say Shalom Aleichem, but same thing.
Yeah. I mean, I
And then
think I
you
don't want to
respond
criticize.
backwards. By the way, when
I
someone
don't.
says Shalom Aleichem to you, you say Aleichem Shalom. You
Right.
don't. You don't.
It's the same thing with the fuck. I
You
used to
say
make
I
fun of
come in peace,
Muslims
and
like.
then you say response, yes, I agree. You come in peace. That's basically what it means.
So like I think that your Hebrew is a little fuck. You have a really thick accent because I've been taking the courses like I told you, and I've been doing that thing where I'm listening to like
Oh,
songs.
how's it coming?
It's coming really good, but I think based on what I'm listening to, your pronunciation is way off.
I probably have more of an Ashkenazim Sephardic pronunciation. You probably have listening to white Jews, I guess.
No, I'm listening to native speakers.
Oh, so it shouldn't be that much different.
Um,
What do they say? How do they say Shabbat Shalom?
no, Shabbat Shalom's the same, but
Okay, Shalom
Shalom
Aleichem is different.
Aleichem.
Alechem. It's a hard
No,
K.
Aleichem. Yeah, they say Shalaichum for some reason.
Maybe it's different over there. Maybe that's how they say it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'd said it just then without the phlegm, so you could tell what I was saying through this microphone. But
All right,
yeah.
so let's get off of this minutia. What are we here
Yeah,
tonight about?
yeah. We're here tonight about fucking Google. Now, I just told John, but I'll tell my audience. I did have a video planned to come out yesterday that ordinarily should come out on a Wednesday. It's a conspiracy episode, but the fucking rabbit hole on this shit is so deep that I have a playlist of over 50 hours worth of shit that I gotta condense for Saturday on this whole fucking topic. That video is going to come out, but this might be the one episode of Propaganda Podcast this Saturday that gets us fucking yeeted off the internet. But I got backups
Oh
on that.
wow!
Yeah, I mean, well, because we're insulting Daddy, and nobody puts Daddy in a corner. Is that right?
I
Can
guess
we
so.
put Daddy? I don't know, but if you're wondering, if you want to pregame this shit, there's a public playlist on my channel right now. You have to go to playlist. I haven't front paged it because I don't want to get yeeted before the episode gets out. But it's called Google is Daddy, and if you just go through, that's where we're gonna pull all the content from, like videos that we're gonna show. And I did not use YouTube's stupid fucking trusted sources. I used content creators here on the internet. I mean, I've got like Boogie2988. That's probably like the lowest. Oh my god, somebody
Boogie
wants a
9288. I haven't seen that prick in like maybe 4 years. Do people still watch him?
Yeah, I got Paul Joseph Watson. I've got H3.
Paul's good, yeah. Paul Joseph Watson, yeah.
I got Theo Joe. I've even got the Vlog Brothers, and I fucking hate. I think it's John. I don't know the one with
John. I know that prick. Yeah,
he's a fucking cunt. PSA Stitch, Joey Saladino, Joe Rogan.
Well, this video is definitely going to get you blacklisted in the search engines. I mean, this video is not going to make over 20 views.
For fucking sure. You know, our last video has almost 100 views.
That was a good show. That was fun. I liked it.
It's a really fucking good show. and I was proud of it.
You had
God
some
damn it.
boy screaming at me about questions.
I know that was towards the end. I'm not sure how many people made it to the. Oh, you know what? They did, because I watched my watch time go through the fucking roof when we posted that. Like, people actually watched basically the full 5 hours.
I
It was
didn't
5
have any
hours. I
chance to
listened
respond. That guy, whoever he was, I didn't know him from Adam. But whenever he asked a question, I would try to respond, and he would just talk over me and ask the next question. So, I
That's
mean, it
Maynard.
wasn't really.
I got to bring up the chat. Maynard might actually be in here. I'm pretty sure the Raging Atheist just stopped streaming. So, I mean, it was kind of good that we ran late. We planned to do this at like 7, but, quarter after 7, it'll be fucking Gucci.
All right.
But I'm going to bring up the chat here because that's important, I guess. And Cheshire Vic is going to be our special guest on Saturday.
Oh, so we do have a special guest this Saturday, finally.
We do. I try to book with somebody for every stream, and there's quite a few people that like to come on. I don't know if she's asking to come on right now, or if she's asking for the link to the video because she wanted to watch this.
Well, give her the link to anything. Give her who are we talking about?
Cheshire Vic. She's fuck you. Shh, stop me. Stop.
Well, okay. I mean, if people want to come in and chat, I'm up for a discussion, I guess.
All right. I mean,
I'm gonna add some pricks to the call too. I'm gonna add some people in. Is that all right, or shouldn't I not?
Yeah, if you want to, just
I'm gonna ask that. I'm gonna bring in Brett just in case he comes in.
Dude, I would love to hear Brett riff about fucking Google because that's what he's actually really good at. Believe it or not, I don't agree with Brett on everything, and that whole whatever. But water under the bridge, as far as I'm concerned, I'm sure he doesn't feel the same way. But when he talks about Google the way he does, he's dead on the fucking money, and it's hateful, and it's good. I enjoy that much anyway. So I'm going to hit up Cheshire Vic on Twitter and see if she wants to come on now as well. Let's see. I'll just look into the video, and then when she gets in chat, she'll type her shit. And if she wants to come in, then I'll send her a link on Twitter. I slid into the DMs because I have some spicy art that I'm sending her. I had to go to my de facto art director, Big Red Wolf, for digital and color because I just work so much. So I don't have time to do all that. But all the concept and everything is all me. And it's anatomically correct. So there's that. But tonight we're talking about Google. John, you saw this Project Veritas shit, I heard. So what are your general thoughts on it?
Well, why don't you explain for the audience exactly what we're talking about? What exactly is going on? What did they discover?
Yeah, right. Okay.
I mean, we shouldn't just whip it out and stick it in. We should do a little foreplay first.
What kind of blows my fucking mind that people haven't heard of this. And when I told Cheshire Vic, she was like, "What?" And I was like, "What do you mean, what?"
I hate when people do that. What do you mean, what? I hate that.
Am I officially that guy?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
All right, so this explained for the audience.
So
the pricks watching.
Project Veritas is a whistleblowing network, right? They've done some shit with PJW, Paul Joseph Watson, and Alex Jones. Just some Drudge Report shit, stuff like that. It's generally considered conservative, but they're a general whistleblowing network. They've done it on Republicans as well. But this time they went undercover, and they got some undercover video of some Google reps saying some very, very hateful things. Basically, they came right out and on video, and we'll have the clips for you on Saturday so you can see this for yourself if you don't believe us, that they are actively censoring conservatives, and they're actively trying to swing elections. I have some data that shows that in the 2016 election, they may have swung as many as 12 million votes in favor of Hillary Clinton. So, I mean, for whatever that was worth, because obviously Donald Trump won.
So this is how big this is how much losers are on the Democratic side. They claim that Trump was colluding with the Russians when the fact is that really Hillary was colluding with the Russians. That's proven to be the truth.
Yeah.
They're swinging elections. Google's in their pocket. The mess. They have the fucking media, CNBC, CNN, fake news, all these other things, always promoting the Democrats, and
Right.
they still lose the election. Think
Yeah.
about that for a second, Will. They have the news media. They have people colluding with foreign agents, and they have even the search engines and the internet manipulating votes, and they still lose.
I have a full fucking dossier of all of the crimes of Google over the years, all of the gaffes and fuck ups as well. Like you've been here as long as I have. You remember when they got rid of the stars and they got rid of what it used to be called, top rated, I think is what it was.
Yeah, I used to like the top rated. Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought stars was good too. I hate that they took it away on Netflix too.
There's a lot of things that they
Oh,
took away, that the good function features. The
I,
fact that you can promote videos in the bottom of your video. I used to like that.
right, responses and stuff. I remember videos titled with "re" in front. I mean, that would have been good for a fucking meme nowadays, but you can't fucking do that. That's the other thing that should really think about. But you know, I digress. Oh yeah, we've been trying to get the founder of BitChute on. He's fucking busy, especially now with all this Google shit. So, and I think that he might be testifying in front of Congress this week. I
Why
I
is he
don't know.
manipulating search engines too?
No, he's against it, and
Oh,
he's
okay,
gonna be
good.
testifying against. I could be wrong. I think that he's testifying against Facebook, Twitter, and Google because they've been having congressional hearings basically all week. And Dan Crenshaw, the fucking legend. Oh my God, absolute fucking mad lad. Just like Project Veritas just uploaded a video. Oh, and that was the other thing. So before I get into a huge fucking tangent, that video's gone off of Project. That video got deleted from Project Veritas by Google for privacy. That was their concern.
Privacy.
That's why they deleted it. Yeah, privacy of what? You mean the privacy of the users of I think it was as many as 500,000 or more users whose private data you leaked, and that's why you're shutting down Google Plus, because that was where the fucking leak was, you cunts. You absolute fucking shits. I swear to God. The only reason that we're streaming on this is because the people who need to know about this use this fucking platform. Honestly, I could give a fuck at this point.
So
I
where
really
are we
could.
going though? I mean, Google says they're shutting down the Hangout soon. Where are we gonna migrate to?
For now, until we get something better, we're gonna use Zoom. We're not using Skype. It's fucking Microsoft. Fuck Microsoft. But we'll use Zoom. I mean,
All right.
worst case scenario, we use Discord. I mean, they can be kind of hateful too. They don't really look.
So
maybe
we'll do Discord and then we'll stream it to one of the channels, OBS or something.
Right. And all that is set up on my Discord already for us to it's not like Brett's where it's like you can't fuck it. It's a much better setup than what he had. So if
very good,
John, have you used anyone else's Discord other than his?
Yeah, sure. I go to some people's chats. Yeah.
Yeah, and we've got good mods and everything over there. We don't really like.
What's the name of your board? What's the name of your server?
I think it's just Spurg Squad.
Okay, there's never anyone fucking active there.
Yeah, not really. Except for when we go live. Usually when we go live, there's like discussion and shit. That's when all the bullshit happens. But that video, anyway.
I'll post the link in there. Tell people to comment. Let's go live. Let's let everyone know that's in the server that we're doing a Google Sucks hangout.
Yeah, I already let them know.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Rakasham.
Real fucking ahead of it. But yeah, so this Saturday is gonna be real fucking hateful, and I'm gonna look at the fucking comment section now because it looks like maybe Jimmy Hats is hanging out as well. And it looks like Cheshire Vic actually saw the link, so I just got to bring it up on my fucking phone. Oh, it's already up. There we go. There's not that many watching. I think maybe it is because he's still streaming. Oh well, is what it is.
Okay, yeah.
But Yeah, the
We need
messenger
TJ to
reveals.
promote you, and we need TJ to give you a shout out so you get some viewers.
He's not gonna fucking do it. I gave up hope on that forever ago.
Then what is he good
He's
for?
he a laugh. I mean, you know.
He's a fucking scammer, sticks bananas in his ass.
Oh my god, my allergies are terrible, and I still need a haircut. I need to get one. But yeah, so I mean, among Google's fucking crimes and gaffes, um, the fucking 3 adpocalypses now. I don't know if we're operating on the 3 strike rule. But maybe this is it. I mean, I'm looking at where we're headed, and I'm like, I have somewhere here. I don't know where the fuck it is.
You know, I wish
I'm
there
gonna
was
need to
another
get it.
place that we could go to that was different. Um, I mean, Brett always
Oh, there
promotes
is.
Brett and you always promote BitChute, but I find BitChute to be absolutely fucking disgusting. I mean, I don't find it to be amusing or interesting or helpful in any way. I
It's
mean,
bare bones. That's for
it's
sure.
bare bone. That's we do have some message or we do have some comments.
Yeah, I'm looking at that
Electoral
right now.
College. Hello, Will. Messenger reveals. Hello, hey, how are you?
It's
Just
good to see
working.
people coming in on a. Oh yeah, go ahead, read it.
No, it's all right. Just working, listening to the stream while I crunch the numbers. That's good. That's
There you
good.
go. But I've had a really shit day, so it's good. And wow, this fucking stream's getting really populated. I see people really liked our last fucking stream. Maybe that's why people are coming in. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I've had a really shit day. I went into work today and they just put in some fucking speed bumps. I bottomed out at the end of one of them and it knocked my fucking muffler and my entire exhaust completely off my fucking car. I had somebody at the shop on the other side of the building for all the various vehicles that
You
we
know
have.
what we should? You know what we should do? We should test you. We should do. Well, if you can go a sentence without cursing,
I
you
don't
know,
think.
we can donate to charity or something.
Jesus. What do we count as cursing? Because I'm Jewish, so does Jesus Christ count?
Yeah, I mean, you curse more than I do, and I curse a lot.
No, that's fucking hateful. No, it's listen. You know what else is weird?
What's
Somebody
up?
called me out on this today. I've been spending too much time with you. Your accent is bleeding through to me. And
Is it?
I was talking like you at work today, and he's like, "Why are you talking like that?" It's like, I don't fucking know why I'm talking like this. What are you fucking gay? And then he's
All
like,
right, it happens. We all.
eh, I gotta do I still gotta do the outtake reel of you just making noises like
All right.
Carl Weezer. I want to finish that croissant. What is that noise?
And there's a fire in the neighborhood. The fire department sirens are going off.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
I don't know.
Uh,
Stop
fuck,
driving like you're off-roading, bro. That's what Messenger says.
I'm not. Dude, the parking lot is mostly fucking dirt and they put in speed bumps. I still peel out. You know what I do? I get to the end of the exit and I spin my wheels as hard as I can, but I don't actually speed out of the parking lot. I just do it enough so that it makes a noise that pisses everybody off, and probably the fucking owner of the property as well. Because she's threatened to use. I've got a dossier on my work, and I'm just gonna drop it right in her fucking lap when I leave. And I'll be like, yeah, and I want my fucking benefits paid out too.
So what are we going to do about this Google situation? I mean, exactly what can we do? I mean, if we had someone like Brett Keane, he'd probably say, you know, let's nuke Google headquarters or something and get rid of it.
I mean, you could do that, but
But then you go to prison for a couple of million years. But so
right, you probably get the death penalty in some states.
yeah.
You know? But what you could do, I guess, not that it's ever really worked, call your senators, call your congressman, call your fucking postmaster, your comptroller, call everybody. I've already got I started working on a form letter because people are fucking lazy. And
To be
I've
honest
got
with you, I think most people don't care. I mean, like even these people that are watching our broadcast here, all 7 viewers of them, they probably
if you
don't
don't
really care.
if you don't care and you don't do anything, you deserve whatever YouTube gets.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, does it really affect us on an individual level whether or not Trump gets screwed over by the Electoral College? I mean, because Google's
it's more than that. I mean, I could give a fuck who the president is for the most part.
right.
It's what it really is am I able to dissent? Am I able to have an opinion on here and speak freely? I mean, Google has almost a complete monopoly on the internet.
Well,
when you think
Google's
about
made
it.
that clear, though. Google's made it clear that they don't give a fuck whether or not you have free speech. They don't care about your opinion.
No,
I mean, they made that clear.
They have a manifesto, for Christ's sake.
Right.
But, I mean, all we can do is say, at this point, and it's really fucking depressing, outside of a violent revolution, there's really, the only thing you can do is be like, oh, hey, by the way, guy, we're not voting for you if you don't fucking do something about this. Here's what we want you to do. And the simple answer to what we want them to do is to come out and say they're either a publisher or a platform. If they're a fucking platform, then they have to stop censoring people. And publicly say platforms fall under the section 230 of the Communications Decency Act, and therefore is not liable for anything that's posted on their fucking website. That's it. And if they're a publisher, then they're liable for everything. And that's the end of it. That's the end of the conversation. That's all they need to do. And if they're liable for everything, they're going to burn their own website to the fucking ground.
Now, to be honest with you, YouTube operates as a platform, as in they promote this as it's a forum. Oh yeah, YouTube, come in, make your video, have your say. But then they operate hypocritically. They operate as if they're a private enterprise that gets to choose what.
Yeah, I love that fucking shit. My private company. Fuck you. At this point, there's no arguing that this is anywhere. This is more like, this is a Republican talking point, but it's true. So fuck it. This is like the fucking telephone company. Telephone company can't tell people who you can and can't, what conversations you can and can't have, or who you can and can't call. The only thing you can't do is break the law, like harassing people with fucking prank phone calls and shit like that. Of course, people find a way around it, voice over IP. Not that I'm advocating that, but there's always going to be fucking lawbreakers and shit. You can't police the entire fucking internet, Google. I know you're trying. Oh, and this is great. This is another thing that we haven't talked about. But when Google talks about fairness, they're not talking about the textbook definition of fairness. And they're not even talking about their own fucked up definition of fairness. They're talking about a machine learning algorithm that they call ML fairness, or abbreviated fairness. They're using a language and a definition that nobody else fucking uses. You know what fairness is? It's whatever they tell the fucking algorithm to think fairness is. That's what fairness is on Google. That's all leaked in the fucking videos too. They got the head of the and you're gonna love this. This is a real position at Google. Lead censor at Google. How fucking Orwellian is that? That's a real fucking position. And they're saying, that this algorithm sometimes doesn't delete content or doesn't nuke content in some other way that they find objectionable on its own. So they have a team of like a dozen, maybe half a dozen people, I guess, that trains this thing like a fucking dog to basically sniff these things out when they go awry and to ping them when they think something might be for a manual review. So your manual review is getting dinged by a robot, and usually if the robot can't tell, for lack of a better word, I guess, then they don't even look at your videos. When it goes into manual review, what they do is they just say fucking yeet, and they get rid of you. It's gone. That's what happened to Black Pigeon Speaks. That's what happened to fucking Monkey Jones and half a dozen other fuckers on this fucking platform.
Half of the Brett Keane.
Yeah, I know. And you want to know what? I bet it fucking happened to you too. And one day it's going to happen to me. And it's going to be square fucking one. Isn't that great? Isn't it just fucking wonderful?
I
And
swear to God, I don't know how I got removed off of YouTube. All I did was talk about the Bible. I mean, I don't make hateful videos.
We have to differentiate because people might think that you're a Christian if you say Bible. I know what you mean, but
Right.
Torah,
Well,
the
Torah,
Jew,
yeah.
and we do occasionally get new people and stuff like
I
that.
mean, being referred to as a Christian, I mean, I got called worse in life, so
Yeah, well,
being called a Christian's not the worst of.
it's pretty bad.
I mean, it
Anyway,
is rough, but
it's fucking hateful. That's the other thing too that I was thinking about on the car ride here that I kind of wanted to gloss over at least a little bit, is that for whatever reason, when the goy come in here and they start talking all this shit, like okay, Maynard, God bless the man, but he comes in here and he's asking a whole bunch of questions. And then he's like, I hear a whole lot of fucking apologetics. And he's like, of course it's apologetics. It's spiritualism. Nobody fucking knows. It's all fucking conjecture. Of course it is. And people think that Torah is like that.
Right. He wanted scientific answers, right? Yeah, and he wanted to have a scientific discussion on historicity of Moses and historicity of this. And then he asks a question that has nothing to do with historicity or evidence. Like why do people die? Like, why does God create humans? Well, why does God create humans? I can't answer that in a scientific way. I can give you a spiritual answer.
That would be disingenuous for any of us to even, posit an objective opinion on that. It's all, and a lot of this is fucking waxing philosophical too, which nobody gives a fuck about. I mean, if he asked you what your opinion was on something, that would be different. And then if it was like, well, it's apologetics, it's like, that's not
right.
You asked my fucking opinion. I don't know. I don't know these things for sure. It's not. It's.
Well, I mean, on a personal level, do I know what I'm saying to be true?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I have felt God in my life on a personal level. I can't. Now, is that evidence for you? Will I go around saying that because I've personally experienced a creator in the universe, that's evidence for a creator universe? No, it's like people who see the Virgin Mary in a bread of toast,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And then saying, well, that's proves Christianity true. No, it just proves that you see the Virgin Mary in a piece of toast, and that speaks to you on a personal level, and that that gives you your reasons to believe in Christ.
We're not like Christians. We don't give a fuck if you believe what we believe. It's of no concern to us, really. You either are a Jew or you're not. And if you have questions, we got answers. Do we have all the answers? No. There is a lot that's fucking conjecture. There's a lot of spiritual shit. We don't know fucking everything. It's all about what speaks to you on a personal level, on a spiritual level. And if you have it, then you have it. If you don't, you don't. And nobody's really particularly fucking bothered by that fact. You don't see Jews going on in the fucking street corners and trying to convert people. I don't understand what people aren't getting about this. I don't.
Because it's a way of life. See, Judaism isn't a belief system. It's a way of life. It's like joining the monks and walking around with an orange robe and taking a vow of silence. It's a way of life. It's not something you believe in. It's something you do. And so Judaism is about action. So if it's either you do the actions or you don't do the actions. And if you don't do the actions, then it's most likely it doesn't apply to you. Right?
And here's the other thing. It's the misconception about fucking Israel that we talked about, but it was at the end. So I think maybe some of the people in here missed it. But Israel is full of fucking atheists. They just happen to have Jewish ancestry. Right. And some of them don't even.
The Jews would tend to be the more hateful people. I mean, I mean, being of blood, just because you have the blood of a Jew doesn't make you better or worse than anyone else.
Right.
People don't realize either. I mean, people put so much emphasis, like Christians, they put a lot of emphasis on blood. It's all about the blood, JC blood. Black Hebrew Israelites is all about the blood this, blood that. But
It's fucking
really, Judaism doesn't really have an emphasis on blood. Yes, do the stories in the Bible talk about bloodlines, and this person was the firstborn of this person, and he was the son of this person. Yes, because there's stories. At the end of the day, there's stories. So there's a difference between the stories and the commandments. According to Judaism, the stories don't really mean anything. The stories are just stories. What means the things that do mean something is the halacha, which is what's found in the Talmud.
There you go. I hope that clears up most questions. I mean,
So
like
Hayward Jeb, Lomi asks, actions, you mean rituals? Well, actions and rituals. Like God wants us to keep Shabbos, which is an action, but God also wants us to bless the food that we eat, which is also a ritual. So it's both. Judaism is both about actions and rituals. Cheshire Vic says, if it wouldn't be convincing to other people, why does it convince you? So it's something that it only speaks to me. That's why it convinces me. Like, for instance, lately in my life, this is an example, I've been noticing that I've been put into a particular situation throughout the week where I see that I needed to be there. That this location, this place that I needed to be, wherever that was, I'm not going to give my personal information out in the public, but let's just say that I feel like, wow, God has led me safely and securely to the particular places that I need to get to, and it's like it's only through divine providence. It's only through this creator who cares about me, watches over me, that gets me to my places where I need to be. And it happens exactly that way. And it works out that way perfectly. So does it sound weird to someone listening? Sure. I'm sure you're laughing. I'm sure Cheshire's over there jerking his, pulling his head. Oh, this stupid fucking Jew, But it's something personal. It's not something for you. You're not going to understand it.
Okay, so it seems like people are really caught up on this thing. Like, okay, I'm going to tone it down just a little bit here, but I'm just going to give one more simple explanation. We are converts. I was born Jewish, Ashkenazi on my mother's side. I feel like I connect with that on a level that I can't describe, that I could just probably describe in a few words is it works for me. I'm not, we're not like Gentiles. We're not like the Goyim. It's not really it's not really a big concern of me, and I don't think it's a big concern of John. I think I've heard you say this, whether anybody else believes it, and we're not going around trying to convince people. I was convinced on a personal level. You're more than welcome to your opinion. Obviously, it's kind of what we're all about here on the podcast in a secular way, and sort of in a religious way for both of us. So it's like, we're not trying to convince you. So if you're not convinced, then okay, that wasn't the intended goal. But what we're referencing is the discussion that we had with Maynard Saves and the Messenger Reveals and a couple of other schmucks that were in there. Oh, Brother John, if I'm forgetting anyone, I apologize. But the only reason I brought it up is because Maynard came in as kind of hostile, and then the Messenger Reveals messaged me at one point, or I think he even said in the stream that you were a little hostile. And the reason I think that John was hostile, and I'll let him speak for himself in a second, is because Maynard came in here asking questions, and John took his questions in good faith, assuming that he was actually wanting to know. And what it was, and what it ended up being, was a dumpster fire inquisition, as though he was accusing John of lying or fucking hate speech or whatever, which it wasn't the case. And you can go back, and he didn't say that specifically, but it was sort of the context. and the cadence of his speech, I guess, that gave that impression. But it's yeah, yeah. I mean, so to the messenger reveals, it's not. He was hostile because the whole thing was a fucking dumpster and I intended it to be a dumpster fire too, because for whatever reason that gets views. But there's a lot of people, I guess, especially Nakasuchi, aka the raging atheist, is really interested in this stuff. And I don't know if he subbed to John, but I think he did. So
Yeah,
no,
I mean, essentially, what it comes down to, the Bible was written for, how can I put this? It's like me as an American running my gums about, I know the Chinese Constitution and the workings of the Chinese government better than they do. I've never been to China. I don't know Chinese. I have no idea about Chinese government and Chinese law and the Chinese Constitution, right? That's
right.
like what, when I hear Gentiles, right, or Christians in particular, run their mouth and say the Jews don't understand their own Bible. I know better. I'm a Gentile. You have a veil over you, like the New Testament says, that Paul writes that the Jewish people have a veil over their eyes, that they can't see the truth. Is that really the case? Are Jews blinded to the truth of Jesus Christ? Of
I
course not. That's nonsense. We know our Hebrew. We know the Hebrew scriptures because we invented it. We came up with it. It's our culture. It's our customs. It's our way of life. It's our theology. It's our spirituality. It's our sort of dominion. So when some Greek or some Roman comes along that believes in really what in Christianity is just paganism, comes along and says that, well, it's really talking about JC and he died for your cross and there's no atonement without blood. This is obviously someone who has no idea what Hebrew is and doesn't speak Hebrew, right? And doesn't understand that, no, you could have atonement without blood because God says you can offer flour in the holy temple. That's right. You can offer flour in the holy temple. Flour doesn't have blood in it. Oh, whoops. I guess that throws Jesus out the corner. But you would know that. You would understand this simply if you understood the culture, if you understood the
right.
religion, if you
And
understood.
that's what somebody is saying in chat too. I'm not going to say his name because it's a portmanteau to get me to say something dirty. I would normally, but I don't want to give this person the satisfaction. But I do want to address two things. Cheshire Vic, the last thing you said here. It sounded like you were talking about something else, and no, John's not mad at you. This is just how we talk. We're just a couple of cunts. That's all. But and to the messenger reveals this one comment that you added me at because I see that you've left another comment now since then, and we'll talk about that in a second because that's interesting in and of itself. He says, "I can understand, but a man of God should still carry himself better." Speaking to you, John, meaning this Rabbi John guy. Now, John's not a fucking rabbi that I'm aware of. Are you a rabbi, John?
I mean, I just play one on YouTube.
Yeah, but
I like that he thought I was a rabbi. I actually like that as a compliment. Did he really say I was a rabbi?
yeah, it says
Oh,
meaning
that's
this
pretty.
rabbi.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
that's
is kind of
good. I mean,
no.
should
It's
I?
just
I mean, what does that mean? I should carry myself better. What exactly does that mean? A man of God? Am I a man of God? Of course, I'm actually more than a man of God. I'm a son of God. But the thing is,
yours.
can we curse? Can there used to be a rabbi, an actual rabbi with shmicha. They used to come onto YouTube, and he used to wear like a bandana, and he used to wear like a sort of like a tank top, and he used to teach Torah. This is a real rabbi, and after he gets home from the synagogue, he wants to relax, so he puts on a tank top, wears a bandana, and he used
Yeah,
to teach Torah. And you have a bunch of Jews, real schmucks, real bunch of schmendricks. They leave the most hateful comments saying, how could a rabbi dress like that? Where's his yarmulke? Why is he wearing a bandana? Where's his black suit? I mean, who are you to judge? Who are you to say how someone should sound? How should someone carry themselves? God created me exactly who I'm supposed to be. That's the truth. God knows every hair on my head. And God put me the way I am together. That's how he formed me. I don't know. But,
I'll, I'm gonna fucking blow John here for a
yeah,
second.
go ahead.
I think he's. I think you're in the right here, J Dubs. But it, from my understanding, well, from what he's told me, you converted. You were a Catholic at one point, or you were born to
I was
Catholic
born
parents.
Irish Catholic, yeah, Irish Catholic family.
And John's had to go through the fucking rigmarole here. He's had to jump through loads of hoops, and he still isn't really officially accepted in the shell that he was previous to the synagogue that he was previously going to. So the reason he's so well versed in this shit is not because he's a rabbi, obviously. It's because he's had to go through extra hoops that people who are born into the religion did not necessarily have to go to, and he's proven that he's dedicated to this, and he's got an entire fucking YouTube channel where he goes through, chapter and verse of the fucking Torah and the Talmud and all this shit. So that's where his level of expertise comes from. And Messenger, you should really get this, because people come at you all the time about, you're not a fucking expert because you don't have this level of education and that level of education. You said that at the end of the fucking stream last time. So, I mean, take that as what it is, because that's essentially, if not the same, a similar sort of situation. So
That's definitely a French vanilla situation, if you ask me.
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, what does it mean to have qualifications? I mean, the Torah. I mean, even the New Testament says that it's used for reproof, teaching, learning, critique. I mean, so that's exactly what it comes down to. I mean, anyone can discern the words of God, and that's exactly what it is. Go ahead.
There's an argument coming in the chat. I don't know if you want to address.
All right, what is it?
Messenger. Hey, Tom, how are you? Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. Nakasuchi's probably gonna be mad at me, but we don't discriminate over here. So,
oh boy, what happened?
But I can't. We don't even have time. All right, bye, Cheshire Vic. Catch up with you on Saturday. Yes, absolutely. I can't wait to have you on. We're going to talk Google shit. Thanks for previewing this little fucking live stream that we're doing here with us for Saturday, and I appreciate it. So, getting back to the topic at hand, Messenger says, I am a true son of God. I am qualified to make such judgments about anyone claiming to be the same. Sure, go ahead and make all the judgments you want. I mean, you want to have an argument, probably today is not the day. I would like to spend some time with the woman, so we'll make this go for an hour, like I said.
Yeah, I also want to watch the Democratic debates at 9 o'clock. That's a real shit show.
Yeah, I want to see that. I definitely want to see. I don't know if Buddy Geek is on tonight. There's so many assholes that they had to break it up into 2 days.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, it's today and tomorrow. They're doing 10 tonight and 10 tomorrow. There's only 20 that made the cut.
Only 20. You say that like it's like it should be 50.
No, there were hundreds. There were over 200.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's something you don't fucking hear about. I think it was like 254, if I remember correctly.
It's nothing like wanting to destroy America that would bring people out of the woodwork to run for president.
God bless America.
I mean, this is what I mean. I want to come out and say that I'm a liberal. I consider myself a liberal.
So do I, but I get labeled a conservative or a Republican.
But the Democrats have made it known that they will destroy President Trump, and they will destroy America if it means destroying Trump. This is what the Democrats have come out and said. They're going to do everything they can to destroy this country because it means that President Trump will fail. They hate President Trump that much, and it makes no sense. I don't understand. The President Trump, okay, he can be a prick. Okay, maybe he doesn't say the exact right things like I do, like Messenger says, I don't do the right things as a Jew. All right, you can say things like that. But you know what? You can't say that he's so evil. How evil is Trump? He's not evil. He's not a bad guy. There's no collusion. Even the Mueller investigation, 2 years, we had a coup. The Democrats had tried to overthrow the government for 2 years, and it came out in the Mueller report. Trump is squeaky clean.
I'm still not all the way through that. I don't know how they did that in a couple of hours. It's at least a 12-hour read, the whole thing back to front. I'm still not all the way through that. And like I said, I get only so much free time, and we've got to set up this this podcast, and I try to do edited videos now during the week. I don't have time. I barely have time to see my fucking fiance. It's like I don't know where people, whatever, they only choose to do their job when it means, fucking with Trump. Hilarious. I have yet to hear a cogent point or a sane fucking argument from anyone except for a woman whose name I can't fucking remember now because there's so many of the bastards. It's the one that's not Kamala Harris. I can't remember her fucking name.
Yeah, there's a few of them. Yeah, I don't know.
I think she's a POC as well, but I have no idea. She was on Joe Rogan. I'd have to look again. Oh my God, Messenger is stroking my ego. Hold on, I might fucking
that's not good. You already have a big head. You can't fit your head's gonna be so big it's not gonna be fit through the door here soon.
I just got that from Brother John too. Google Sucks show. That's fucking hilarious. Did you rename this to Google Sucks?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. Oh, hey, that's Brett Keane.
Oh, bring him on. Bring Brett on. Tell Brett to join.
Well, I can't get into it. I can only see it.
All right.
He's in here right now. Actually, he's not.
I'm messaging him.
He's in the outside chat, which for whatever reason is separated.
Click the green banner. Maybe he'll get it. If you click the green banner, you're able to join.
Should be anyway. But anyway, Messenger says, I'm a fan of yours. You have a good heart, kid. I'm on your side. Thank you very much. Yeah, I like to get angry on the internet and throw a fit because it makes people pay attention. And I think I've got a couple of things to say.
But before we lose Brett, copy and link the outside chat. Copy the link to the Hangout and put it in the chat so Brett can click it and join us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. I just gotta load up fucking Google.
Let's not. We're gonna lose him if you don't hurry up. He's gonna say you took too fucking long.
Fuck you. I'm going as fast as I can, you cocksucker. Anyway, so see, I mean, I don't hate John, but sometimes he makes me upset.
Brother John says, "Uh-oh, Brett, you gave him a tingle."
Oh shit.
What does that mean?
I just, it's a whole fucking thing. I'm just glad I'm bringing people together. Like I was saying before, it's like I got a couple of decent things I think I have to say. I've got some points I want to get across to people in general. And I think that, like, there's a good way to, he said, fuck you, basically.
Yeah, he said, enjoy your time with Will.
All right, fine. Whatever. Well, I'll put the link in chat anyway. We're only going to go for probably another 15 minutes, but he doesn't like me. Whatever. That's fine. I get it. He's more than welcome to come on at any time or whatever. So it's good. Yeah. Anyway, so let me just drop the link in here. I was testing the stream earlier and I had shit open and I haven't fucking restarted my computer since like last week, which I should have done. So it was making me sound like I was in a flying fucking DeLorean, as you and Brett would say. Oh, I've got one dislike on the video. I already know who that is. That's good stuff.
All right, Brett's gonna give us something. Brett's dropping the lowdown on you, Will. He's probably gonna expose you.
I see that.
You see the guy? You should screen share and show this to people.
No, I can't. I can only see on my phone for some reason.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, Google fucking. Are you streaming? Are you streaming from your phone?
Yeah, I'm on the computer and on the phone.
Yeah, on the computer it doesn't show his shit in chat streaming.
I'm laying in the bed, relaxing under the covers while I'm talking to you.
Dude, I can dig it. Oh, he sent a video.
Oh, he's talking about. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. That's exactly. We'll tell him that. I can't fucking. I got the other thing. Let's counterbalance. Oh my God, Tom left a fucking like to counterbalance the ratio. We were getting bodied. We're okay. Please like the video so I don't.
And go to my channel, John Gishula, whatever it is. Google search John Gishula, YouTube it, and go to the channel, spam it with a bunch of comments, some likes. I've been getting some hateful trolls, some atheist trolls that have been going to my video channel saying,
I should kill myself and I should drop dead and all that. So make sure you go over there and give me some love.
I keep telling John that he should change his channel name to Jews You Love.
All right, Jews you love, yeah.
Jews You Love. Or like EWJEW Radio. We need a new meme. Yeah, well, don't worry. Memes are incoming. I got a good one. I'll send it to you later. It's fucking hateful. But anyway, links in chat now. I'm going to X out of this on desktop. So if you don't click the link and you're just coming in, then you fuck you. We're only going for another 15 minutes anyway. Yeah, I mean, Brett, I would love you to come in. I mean, the whole reason that like I thought it would be a really good idea to have you come in is because you talk about this shit. You talk about this shit all the time. So I thought maybe you'd have a couple of words to say to sort of a different audience. There's a lot of fucking liberals in here, atheists mostly, I guess, or whatever. But J-Dubs, you still with us, or?
I'm here, loud and clear. I'm here.
All right,
Yeah.
So, do you have anything else going on, or do you want to just wrap it up on this Google shit because we kind of digressed into some Jew?
Yeah, I don't really know what to say. You know, it is what it is. YouTube sucks, Google sucks, and you know, it's obviously the only platform we have to go to, unfortunately, and hopefully one day someone will break up the monopoly.
Yeah. Oh, I see what Brett's saying now. No, we're not looking to fucking stress you out. We were looking to just get your opinion, just get you to fucking rant on how shitty Google is. I think it's fucking hilarious. I think it's one of the few things.
Tom says on the outside says he's becoming a Christian. You know, rethink it. You know, I would say as someone who believes in Torah.
Right after we get through saying we're not trying to convert people, go ahead.
I was going to say, well, no, we have an obligation to, you know, if someone's going to be an idol worshiper or go off the wrong path, we should lead them, you know, to the godly path. It says that in the Talmud. We're obligated. I would rethink it. I would go over the Christian claims, and I would also say the Christians are false in the claims of Christ fulfilling the role of the Messiah, and that he's not actually God, and he's not actually the Son of God, and he's not actually all the things that they say that he is.
Right.
You know, that's it. That's all.
If Messenger Reveals wants to see if no, he's not in the live chat. He's in the external chat for Hangouts because we invited him. Oh, or did I saw Brett just came in and then he left? What the fuck happened? Oh, he left the group chat. I don't know what the fuck happened.
No, he's still there. Not for every Christian of me. That's what he said.
No, on this it says that he was on video with us for a second.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it might have been by accident. Yeah. No, I just wanted him to riff on Google. That'd be fucking hilarious. I mean, I'm with him on that for sure. Fuck it. Fuck Google. Fuck these fucking people. But it's not just a liberal thing. It's listen. I would be just as pissed if they were trying to do this in the inverse. Oh, haha! Fucking Brett's funny. You know, if it was like trying to tell us that we can't fucking swear and we can't use, you know, you can't say Jesus Christ in a sarcastic manner. We can't, you know, whatever. I don't know what the equivalent would be. You know, if a bunch of conservative evangelical Christians were like, you know, fuck you. I would be just as against it, and we'd be having the same fucking argument. That's what I'm pissed at. I'm pissed at censorship. I'm pissed that this platform has basically, this company has basically a monopoly on search engines and a monopoly on, therefore, most of the information in the free world used by, I was surprised to find out that Google is only the number 2 search engine. The number 1 is some bullshit in China, which I'm assuming is kind of Google. I thought they used Dragonfly over there, which is, by the way, DARPA technology that was basically handed over to Google, and then Google received a government grant for. Oh, and Google's listening to me right now, and it just brought itself up, the fucking assistant. So it's listening all the time, which is another thing that we're going to talk about. I mean, it's just a fucking shit show. They, they wouldn't work with the Pentagon, but they'll work with the Chinese just fine. And their excuse is, well, if we didn't sell out to the Chinese, they were just going to steal it anyway. Not if you just didn't do fucking business in China, and that's your fucking fault. You sellouts. These stupid fucking bullshit companies, these multinational companies, have no national allegiance. All they give a fuck about is money. That they've made their intentions clear. That's it. They don't care how. They don't care how it affects other people. They're not, moral actors. They're not, but they claim to be moral arbiters. So great. Fuck that. Nah, I'm not part of the Yang gang. Sorry, can't get on board. There's only one woman I would vote for in the DNC. She's not going to get it, and I can't remember her name.
This guy says that vote for Wang. I want to say, as a Jew, that whatever the Chinese guy that's running for president,
Andrew Yang.
Andrew Yang. He's a vehement anti-Semite. He's a Jew hater. He wants to ban everything Jewish. He wants to ban circumcision. He wants to ban kosher slaughter. He's very opposed to the Bible. Anyone who's is anti-Zionist, so anyone who is Jewish should reconsider if they're thinking about him, or anyone who's Jew friendly should also rethink it. I just want to say that real quick.
Hey, Tom, how are you?
Tom's in the room.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So how come you're not allowed in the rage room? What happened over there?
Yeah, well, I had certain troubles joining it all because Google Chrome wanted to update some shit, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you meant you had a problem with him and the Rage himself or something.
The raging atheist.
No, I don't have a problem with the raging atheist at all.
He had an issue with Tom though.
Oh, why? How come he don't like you, Tom?
I made a comment that was well meant but misunderstood, basically.
And I
would leave it at that because no other damage was sort of communicated further from that. We both left it at that, and I think that's a good idea to move forward.
I do want to point something out. My buddy, who's been gone forever, please, Chad Monty, aka Billy Bong Swaggins, aka the dude who played Mr. Batman in the parody video. I'm subbing to you so that I can fucking find you, but get on the Discord. Do you need if you need a link to the Discord again because your account got yeeted or something, or you can't remember your password, go ahead and ask for it, and I will drop the link before we get out of this because I fucking miss you, and Spurg Squad has missed you, and I definitely would love to have you on the fucking channel this Saturday when we talk about how evil fucking Google is. It's so if you need the link, then I will fucking provide it. Oh, this one guy, how are you?
Hi, what's going on?
Oh, good
I'm not
to be late.
interrupting anything, am I?
No, not really.
I was in the middle of a hangout, y'all blowing me up, and I'm trying to do this beautiful presentation, and
On your channel or?
Yeah, I always go live on Wednesdays at 6 with Richard Manson.
Oh, bless you.
How is everybody?
I have to ask you this one guy. Dieser eine Kerl is a German nickname. So do you have any German backgrounds, roots?
I actually think I do have a little bit of German blood in me. I can't remember.
Yeah,
My mom's side, but yeah.
I just realized dieser eine Kerl joined the group chat. I know you as this one guy. which would translate as in German. It would translate as this one guy. But I just noticed.
Huh. That's funny. I
That's pretty
assumed
cool,
you were
though.
German. You have a bit of a German accent. What is the attraction of my channel? Is it because I look like Hitler, or what? Are we allowed to say that? Is it, or it's two Jews in here? Maybe you're not getting the other side of the story. The
Is this
angle of
No,
my.
no, you have
this
to
on your stream,
you
Will?
have to shave a little bit differently.
Oh, okay.
Just saying.
It's all good. No, I get I get what you're putting down. But again, Billy Bong, if you want, definitely go into Discord. I'm gonna be hanging out there afterwards, sort of in text. I think everybody should go to the Discord. So I'm gonna pop back over and leave the link to the Discord there now, because that's where discussions happen offline. There's voice chat. There's all kinds of shit. They got good moderators. They won't ban you for basically anything.
That's a
I mean,
damn lie. I was banned for
yeah,
being
Cumbus
awesome.
was fucking with you, dude. Cumbus was just fucking with you.
I know.
He thinks
I
it's
understand.
funny. He didn't ban you anyway. He kicked you, and you still had the link, and he knew
No,
that I
like
gave
I
you.
legit could not join back in because I tried clicking to go back in and I could not go back
Oh,
into
then
the
he
link.
put you on. He put you on the temporary ban list. All right, John, are you going?
I'm gonna head it off soon. Yeah, I'll
Oh,
stay
okay,
around for 5 more
that's
minutes.
fine. I'm just gonna hang on here for a second while I drop links for people to get into the Discord because that's
I will check out your Discord, but I'm a Discord noob, so I always
that's
feel like when I post a message on Discord, maybe somebody will read this message in a year or so.
Oh no. It's not super active, but it's active enough. I mean, I'm on there, so I'll communicate with you at the very least. Um, I'm just
Right,
trying
But
to
that,
actually get
that
who the hell keeps
that's
blowing me up?
reassuring.
you what?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
it's brother John. And,
Yeah, like I said, I'm like, why am I keep getting these notifications? That's okay though.
You
It's
gotta
just
be
Yeah,
careful
I
what
know.
you say. Blowing up, it sounds like you're a Muslim.
Oh my God,
Sorry.
we have a German here. Listen, we need to be sensitive. Okay.
I hear you.
You
Well, the
don't
Muslims
need to
already
be
took over
sensitive.
Germany, so I don't think we have to be sensitive anymore, do we?
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I also immigrated already
To where?
to Croatia, the home of my ancestors, where they came from, Croatia.
Croatia. Do they speak Serbian in Croatia? I know Kosovo, Montenegro, Serbia.
They speak Croatian in Croatia. They
Well,
speak
I know, but I don't know if
Serbian
they.
in Serbia.
It's basically all the same thing. They can understand each other.
Jebem
If
to vodaj,
Yeah,
Croatia.
I would actually confirm
Hey,
that.
klepe
It's
me ti vidimo
basically the
početi.
same
It's
language.
different languages, but they understand each other.
It's not even different
It's not
languages.
even
It's
different. It's
it's
similar, right? Yeah.
Ooh, excuse
it's
me.
I am
it's
desperately
it's
trying
too
to get the
look.
Discord link.
It's well, my Croatian friends will not like what I say, but it is two different languages that are the same, and people are trying to make it as different as they can.
Mm. Just on spite.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
And it's political, ethical. I don't understand it. I mean, I should, but since I grew up in Germany, not in Croatia, mm, maybe I don't understand this.
You know what I don't understand from that part of the world? They renamed Macedonia North Macedonia, and all the Greeks were like so outraged by it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I don't understand that. I mean, they have a right to be called Macedonia. That's Macedonia.
yeah. That's a totally different issue, but it
No,
is
I'm sorry. I'm
in
like,
a
yeah,
it
sorry.
it is in a sense a very similar issue of claiming something for yourself or for your culture or for your people.
Right.
It's the same attitude. It's the same problem. Yeah, I would agree with you on that. I don't know about but the Macedonians. Like, I'm not from this region, but my understanding is like it's the same cultural problem. It's the same
Yeah.
cultural of we need to have something for ourselves so we feel better than the other, and it's total bullshit, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
It's regional it's regional bullshits.
Yeah.
All right. I'm desperately trying to get the link because nothing is working for me and updates was being a piece
All
of
right,
shit.
I'm gonna take off. I'm
All
gonna say
right.
hello. I'm gonna spend some time with the wife.
That's
Um,
good.
and
Make babies.
get ready for my hangout. That's gonna be at 9 o'clock. I'm gonna make fun of the Democrats over on the debate.
All right.
Brojo's channel. That thing.
Bro
he's doing
Joe is
there?
also
Yeah.
having a competition hangout with making fun of the Democrats, but I'm gonna do my own thing on my side. That's good. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a real shit show. I mean, I
I
think the
can see
Democrats
both,
are gonna
yeah.
be out of control tonight, and they're gonna be like, they're gonna come out as like who could be like the biggest Trump hater they can be, and it's gonna be great.
Like I didn't even vote for Trump.
Right, that's the way it's gonna be. So, Will,
He's
thank
not
you for
my
having me
president.
on.
He could
Yeah, no
never be my
problem.
president.
And I'm looking for people to come onto my show. I did a show with a Black Hebrew Israelite early in the day today.
If I'm not
And
too busy, I'll try to. Like I said, I've been freaking. I gotta work and I gotta have a conversation with somebody around
so
that
I had
time.
a really good show with a Black Hebrew Israelite guy. And so, you know what? I want to do more shows like that. So if anyone wants to come onto the show
Hell
and
yeah.
debate Torah, yeah, okay, get a hold of me, gishalajohn@gmail.com or any other of the links that's out there. Take care, Will. Go fuck
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. I'll see you next week.
So what were you
yeah,
pissed about?
Good
Well,
night.
sorry.
J Dubs is actually coming to my house next week. We got the tickets all booked. Fucking, it's gonna be great. We're doing a fun live stream next Saturday. We're gonna get fucking drunk. I'll probably be toasted as well. I'm waiting on a new job opportunity. The link to the Discord is now in chat. I'm sort of looking at Discord now. If you don't know how to use it, there's when you go in, if you use lobby, it's unlocked. If you use game corner, it's unlocked. The radio tower, you'll be muted when you go in because it's just for music. Oh, and Billy Bong's in there. There we go. And I just typed so everybody can see. You'll get notifications every time I'm about to go live. You'll get to see thumbnails before they go out. That was originally going to be a patrons only thing, but I thought, fuck that. I'm just going to let people donate if they want to give me money. I'm where oh, and I'm gonna spell out John shit, just in case people on the broadcast need that for some reason. But it's GISCHALAJOHN at gmail.com. That's Geshala John at gmail.com. No spaces. G is capitalized, but I'm not sure if that matters. Probably not.
I don't think so.
But at any rate, I see who's slime gel.
I
Is
have no
that-
idea.
But the link's there. The link is in pretty much all of my videos too. If it's not, just keep clicking. If you can't find it, everyone here is now subscribed to me, so you should be able to find that. That's about it. I'm gonna. It's fucking hot. I have to turn the air conditioner off over here while I'm streaming because it's
Too
like
loud.
yeah, it's too loud. It's
I
like
know.
a fucking Chevy. It's
I'm
hate.
surprised you haven't been complaining that my fans have been blowing because it's like I have no shirt on. Look, legit. That's why I have my camera off because I'm like
But-
I'm wearing no shirt. It's so hot. You see my neck, my neck
Oh my
line.
I actually don't wear a shirt as well, but I'm not going on camera.
I'm good looking enough.
It's too hot as well here in Croatia.
You
It's
don't want to
really
get
hot.
deported. I'm in the States. I'm in New York. We both live. Me and Gishala live in the same fucking state. The same piece of shit state of New York. What a fucking shit show. Every
At least
day,
yeah, I guess so. I was gonna say at least you don't
Yeah.
live in Illinois, but
you can't smoke
That's not too bad.
inside. You can't fucking vape inside. I can't kill myself without my family taking a penalty. It's hateful.
Really, you can't even do that.
Yeah, if I kill myself, then the state takes some of my money as recompense if they can prove it was a suicide. That's a real thing.
What? That's gotta be
Yeah.
fucked up. What if you have your own will and set? Like,
A will is not a legally binding.
what if you kill yourself outside the state?
It's still legally binding because it's inheritance and bequeathment. So
But
it's
what if you move out and then kill yourself of the state? Like you,
yeah,
I'm Canadian.
still
And then,
counts. If I moved everybody out to another state or country or whatever, then that would be probably different.
This
But
is
Rag
this
wash,
is
that's
getting a little bit too sophisticated for my pleasure.
yeah, it's oh you lived in Brooklyn. Well, good for you for getting out. Fucking Bernie Sanders from fucking Brooklyn. He'll never tell you that though. I hate that motherfucker. That motherfucker rolled over for Hillary in 2016, and I'll never forgive him for that. I really won't.
I
was-
was gonna vote for Bernie, but then I'm like, well, he's gone, so Trump it is.
Yeah,
I think Bernie actually had no choice. I mean, I'm not a U.S. I'm not a
All right,
U.S. citizen.
I'm gonna get off. Well, I love you. I'll see you in the Discord.
we're gonna. Yeah, I'll see you
Okay,
on Discord.
bye.
We're gonna
Bye-bye.
wrap it up here with Tom anyway. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not a U.S. citizen, but I would have voted for Bernie, but not for Hillary. So I don't think Bernie rolled over. He had no choice.
no, he did. What he could have done is he could have run as an independent.
Independent, okay, but I mean, okay, but there are historical choices of people who run independent for in a presidential campaign in the past, and they didn't do well.
No,
Don't
but
you
there
agree?
are not in the contemporary sense, but in the classical sense, there have been plenty that just, they didn't make the cut for the national convention, and then they basically formulated their own party. I think it Roosevelt or FDR with the Bull Moose Party.
Hmm.
I don't think it went so well for him. That was probably a bad example, but
Okay,
yeah,
I mean Roosevelt and these are candidates that go well past into the history. I just think if Bernie Sanders would have run as independent, he would have split the Democratic vote in such a way that it would actually guarantee Trump's election in a sense. Don't you think?
I don't know if that's necessarily true. Um,
Hmm.
Basically,
Well,
the way
that's
that
just my
it wasn't
opinion as
split,
an outsider, right?
it would have. Well, okay, so here's what happened in the Democratic National Convention. Bernie was the favorite to win,
Mhm.
according to polling data, but the DNC has super delegates, which is a complicated thing in and of itself.
I
And
know, I know.
they basically decided that Hillary was their, coronated queen of the
Yeah,
Democrats.
and I
And,
know,
but
and,
it
and
wouldn't have
I
split the
think that's
party.
the whole problem.
He would have gotten the votes. So it wouldn't have split the party. It would have made the Democrats look bad. But at that point, he was an independent before he registered as a Democrat to run in the election because of our originally first past the post system, now two-party system sort of standard. So
So you think if Bernie Sanders would have opposed Hillary Clinton with her super Democrats,
yeah,
um, he would have won not only the votes of the Democrats, he would have also won
the
the whole
presidential election.
election.
Yeah,
Right.
because the only thing that made him look bad in my eyes was him selling out and bending the knee to Hillary.
Okay, but why didn't he do it then?
I don't know. That's the thing, is that he didn't have to do that, and he did.
Hmm.
First of all, he didn't have to run as an independent. He could have just dropped out. But instead, he decided that he was now going to become a Democrat permanently when he was playing it like it was all just bullshit so that he could get into the debates, because you have to have your party that you run as has to have a certain amount of votes in the previous election. I think it's like 13% of the vote in order to qualify for the national debate stage. Otherwise, you don't get any national airtime. Period. End of story. So,
So
I,
let me ask you this. I'm an outsider. I'm not a U.S. citizen.
no, I
But
get it.
isn't it the case that you have to pre sort of register that you are a voter for the Democratic Party? So
Right.
if somebody is saying I'm not longer part of the Democratic Party, I'm going as an independent. You can't actually vote for him,
No,
or is it
that's
possible? How is the technical details going for that? I
okay.
think
So,
that there
uh,
might be issues. There might be issues. Just saying.
I'll break it. I'll break it down, and then we'll probably have to go because it's almost 8:30, and we're running 15 minutes late
Sure,
already. I
sure,
think this is
sure.
important. So the independent party isn't actually an established party. It's just basically a placeholder for someone that holds no political affiliation who wants to run for office. Um, so it's not like independent. It's not like the Independence Party, which would be a separatist movement in the United States. So there's a difference. Second point is, do you have to register as Democrat or Republican to like vote in a primary, like voting for a party like the Democratic Party or the Republican Party? Only in some states.
Okay.
So New York is not one of them, and I don't think Vermont is one of them either.
Okay,
Blue
but in
states, blue
in
states will.
some states, in some states it is.
Yeah, in some states you don't even have to be registered to vote. Also,
Hmm. But
so
don't you think this is a sort of I don't know a sort of additional hurdle to overcome to vote for Bernie Sanders if he just immediately decided to say, I'm going independent, no Democratic vote," and all the people who in these states where this required, where they registered as being Democratic voters, don't you think this is a hurdle for all these
no,
people?
because the whole registration is only for a primary in some states, but in a presidential election and the I don't know what you'd call it. It is just the presidential. The primaries are just to vote within the parties themselves, and then there's the presidential election where anyone can vote for whoever. So it doesn't actually matter what party you're registered to.
So may I ask you this question? I don't seriously understand. What's the point of this pre-registration towards one party
I
or another? What's
I
the point of that? I don't
I think
understand
it's
that.
supposed to be for. I think it's supposed to be for the media for polling data and stuff like that. Otherwise, I don't really see. It is we the way that we draw lines for um, what's the word for it? Um, the electoral college, which is another complicated thing, and congressional districts and stuff like that. Where is it going to be red or is it going to be blue or whatever the color of the fucking state's going to be? That's dependent on voter registration. But other than that, it really doesn't matter. People seem to think it matters, which is what makes it kind of matter. But if people were just like, fuck this, I'm not, I'm I'm whatever. I'm just going to register as an independent. Everyone in the country registers as an independent. That wouldn't matter at all. Um, except for in primaries, where you have to register to put somebody up. Whole part of a primary is the party that you're registered with puts up basically their champion, and then they go into combat with each other in the contention for the presidential election. That's
So here's the question, and I don't want to nail you down as you know it all, and
no,
certainly
I
I don't know anything about this because I'm not even a U.S. citizen. But uh, so if I understand you correctly, it could be the case that I pre-register as a Democratic voter and then I vote for Donald Trump.
yeah,
Okay.
you could do that.
But then I don't understand the point of this pre-registering. Uh,
It's
but
only
I already brought up. this sort of confusion, right?
No, it's okay. Okay, so it's all about who's getting airtime, and the rules kind of don't even matter because again, you can run as an independent against any other presidential candidate that's been put up. All right, bye, Messenger. We're gonna close here in a sec. I'm gonna see if maybe I can make this make sense though. All
Yeah,
right, so here's how it works.
I was just curious. Sorry,
No,
I
it's
was just not trying. I was not trying to put you on the spot or something. Maybe you don't know. May uh, it seems to be that all these kind of laws are more or less different in different states. So
yeah,
um,
they're fairly
I don't know.
arbitrary. Yeah, they're kind of everything's made up and the points don't matter. What it all comes down to is if you actually look at it, it's all basically part of the media circus and the pageantry of an election. Um, and that's about it. And then it's for gerrymandering and drawing lines between counties within states. I mean, it's really hard to describe to somebody that lives in sort of like a provincial setup because the way the United States work is it's the states themselves are basically like mini countries where the United States government basically acts as the EU, but the representatives are actually elected and are accountable to their constituents, the people who voted for them in the first place. So it's like what the EU should look like if it was going to be a functional republic. But and then the states have some sovereignty over themselves as well. In fact, we fought a civil war in this country. They killed millions of Americans on both sides.
Yeah, no.
Over, yeah. So I mean, we take this shit very seriously. um, so states have the rights to basically make up their mind on social matters, on things that go outside of the Constitution, as far as the
Hey,
legality.
I don't want to take more of your time and
No, I got you.
yeah,
I mean,
it was nice chatting with you, and
yeah,
maybe we see each other, maybe in Discord, but I'm a Discord noob. So
no, it's
if
okay.
you
No,
if
it's
you see
fine.
me in Discord, just help me out because I'm really a Discord noob. Like
No, yeah, when you get into
any
the
help is appreciated.
just click for just easy starter hashtag lobby text is where you just type, and then
I
the
will
lobby
try.
and the lobby is voice, and all you have to do is click one of those things, and it'll bring you to where you can type and stuff.
I will
That's
try to find you there.
Yeah.
But if I
If you
don't,
can't get into if we're in somewhere and you're having a hard time getting into it, ask one of the administrators and just tell them that you don't know how to work Discord and that English is not your first language, and they'll feel bad for you and they'll move you around. They can help you. So
okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
no problem. And thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you again real soon on Saturday. We'll be breaking down Google horse shit.
Bye
Have a good
bye.
evening.
Good
Bye
night.
bye. Good night.